Well, we have one more eclipse in Leo, and hopefully it doesn't put us into center stage and have us drama kings or queens, and maybe we can stay under the radar. Announcement number 2 is my other channel, Brothers of the Sword Productions, now has Oak Island Prophesy Part 5, titled My Treasure Location, and I actually do identify a location on Oak Island where I believe a treasure may exist. If you're interested, I'll put the link down below in the description box. Now, we've been through a lot recently, and it all started at the end of June when Mars went retrograde. And now we've been through 2 eclipses that touch just about every category in our lives. Mercury is now retrograde, and we're trying to keep misunderstandings to a low roar. We're trying to regain our energy too with Mars still retrograde. Secrets are coming out, a lot of changes in our life. But here for Scorpio, I tell you, things are really shaking and moving. There's a lot of transformation in your reading. It's just incredible. This is just a massive continuation from these eclipses. This is an incredibly interesting reading and very unusual. Now, the rune card that I picked for you was I Was. And this is the Death card in the tarot deck. It's about transformation, but it also signifies magic and mystery. And here in your future, you have the Death card as well as the Magician. So there is going to be some magic going on. Massive transformation and changes in your life. And as well, you receive the Judgment card in the future. So you're coming to the end of something and going into a rebirth. This I Was represents the yew tree. And that's why it represents magic and mystery. It's a tree that lives to 3,000 years. It signifies immortality. It's the tree that symbolizes the underworld, which is just down your alley with Pluto, and the underworld and the rebirth of what's going on. Because you are going to be having a rebirth, a revitalization, an awakening, a renewal. It's kind of funny, though, because the legends go that this is a letter in the middle of their alphabet, but originally they didn't use it as a letter. It was more of a charm, something that was carved on the hilt of a sword or put on the neck as a pinnacle for protection. This whole reading says that you're going to have some of these aha moments, epiphanies, coming to Jesus time. Things are changing, and so is your perspective. The Minciati card that you received, which is a deck I put together, that has all different things like the zodiac signs, the senses, virtues, and you received the virtue of charity. It is time for give and take. It's time for altruism. It's time for people to wake up and realize that we're all part of this cosmic collective. We're all part of the big picture. We're all connected by our brains, if we allow it to happen. This is magic. This is charity. This is giving to oneself, to the whole, to the collective, for the good of it all. And what makes the wheels go around in life but love? And the first overall energy card that you received is the Two of Cups. It is the minor arcana version of the Lover's card, which has not quite as much energy to it. So I picked another card to see what was happening with this Lover's card, and you received the Tower. Well, that's not a subtle message here at all. Something is going to be changing in your love life, in how you feel about love, your awareness of love, and what's changing in your love life. Now remember, the Tower is a neutral card. You can even control the way the Tower falls. You're starting to clean things out in your love life. You're starting to see things with a clarity that you hadn't before. You know, things are going to be really positively changing for some. And then for others, it's going to be tremors under their feet. Like earthquakes are coming, or a big one is coming. And for some people, a big one will come. And it'll be a crash and burn for some. But you know what? It's going to be cleansing for all. However it works out in your life, because there's all different levels going on here. You're going to have to be making some decisions, because this Two of Cups card is a decision card. You might be hanging on with your fingertips, but you're going to have to find some balance in this. And you're going to have to seek out some partnerships that have some stability for you. You're going to find people around you acting very strangely, or actually you're thinking they are. And maybe they really aren't. But it's strange for you now because you're not connecting to them anymore. You've really kind of had enough of a lot of things. And really the universe just and the galaxy just says it's really time for you to change. Because that's what you are, is a chameleon, a shapeshifter, a change artist. Now, it's never easy when you go through these transformations, and there can be some confusion, and there will be. But just hang on. Things are going to be really positive for you at the end of this. The cards on the bottom left, for what you know, is the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups. The Five of Swords is a conflict card, but usually it's an inner conflict. The struggle inside, the struggle in darkness. I think it was an old song. You're spying within yourself about how to make resolutions about things that just have been up in the air for so long. Maybe even from past lives. Some things from your childhood. Because you have the Six of Cups there, and that is about memories, past lives, childhood. Things and how you feel about them, all the way up to the present. A lot of times this is saying you got to give a heave-ho to the emotional baggage that you've been carrying around. You know, you've been struggling inside about a lot of things that happened in your past, and it's time to really put them to bed. This can also say that, you know, somebody from your past is going to be walking into your present and maybe just hanging around really optimistically and for support in your future. You just never know who's standing in line in the grocery store in front of you that you didn't recognize. Or somebody recognizes you while you're just walking down the sidewalk. But there is going to be some revelations coming from the past into the present. That's going to support and help you in the future. Now with these changes, there's going to be some justice happening here as well. Because the cards in the center for what is or can be yours is the Ten of Pentacles and Justice. Now it is time to put things back into balance, and the presence of justice is saying that. The sword of truth is being held up. Here it is. Do you want it again? This could also say that, you know, you're getting through some negotiations that have been very difficult. Negotiating some contracts, some agreements. Finally finding a level playing field. But with justice here, it's going to say that it's going to go your way. It's going to feel positive. And another reason is that you have the Ten of Pentacles there, the retirement card, the card about feeling fulfilled, stable, secure, and happy. With the number 10 there, though, it's saying it's an ending, a new beginning. And boy, this whole reading is saying that. Now, good things are happening in your awareness and self-awareness. You have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Emotions pulling in again. This is all about you. Cups, emotions, intensity. That's what Scorpios are all about, and intuition. The Three of Cups is saying it's time to have a community celebration, a get-together. There's going to be harmony now between people, but you have to find that harmony within yourself before you have it between other people. This is the card about the conscious collective and you now plugging yourself into it. There's going to be shared accomplishments, and if not, there's going to be a lot of support system for you. That's going to have people reveling over what you've done and what you plan on doing and what you will do. Now the Knight of Cups equals the Six of Cups back there because he's about departures, returns, reunions, and he's offering a cup of love. There's going to be some opportunity now coming into your life here with this cup of love. Knights launch things. And I think things are going to be launching into outer space with this Tower card right next to the Two of Cups card, which is signifying changes in love and your perspective in love. Now your future cards, I can't say they're turning a different corner, but you have the Ace of Pentacles there for financial success. But then it goes back to love again with the King of Cups, the Death card, Judgment, and Magician. My God, the last three cards are major arcana cards. Now here the Ace of Pentacles is giving you a new financial beginning, a new well-being beginning. It's a promise. Hopefully you can take that one pentacle that's being offered to you and make it into a more abundant pile of talismans, of pentacles. If you haven't been happy in your career, maybe it's time for you to change. Or maybe if you have been and you've been looking up the ladder, you will be going up the ladder with some promotions. People recognizing you. Maybe that's why the Three of Cups is there, because you're going to be reveling over all these new changes and opportunities that are going to be offered to you. The King of Cups is there. He's saying, yeah, I'm here to help you finish healing through all of this, because you are in a transformation. Confusion is caused by that. And sometimes, it's really difficult to heal when there is confusion. But right now it is a level playing field. The King is bringing mature emotional energy in to say that you've mastered your emotions. You're not going to wig off and go off the deep end anymore. You're going to change things so that you're in a comfort zone. You're going to make resolutions with your past where you haven't before. You're going to start feeling really comfortable with your emotional self. And this is happening because you have the Death card there for transformation. That's beckoning for closure. It needs a closure from you. The acceptance of closure. As well as the acceptance of change. It's time for you to shed some things from your life that are no longer serving you. Clear the table. And really, with your intensity there, with people around you, it might be hit the deck. But here you have the Judgment card, and it's saying you are at the end of something. End of a lot of things. This is the rebirth time, renewal, self-realization, forgiveness of yourself and other people. This is bury the hatchet time, because you have so many things to look forward to, so many new things, because you have the Magician there, bringing things down from the cosmos to the earth, taking your free will and your ideas and making them into substance. You have the potential. Now you just have to utilize it, because the Magician is saying the tools are there. Do you know how to use the tools? Well, if you don't, you have to learn. This is about self-love first, and the love of the outside and the people around you second. Because if you're not right inside, how can you love somebody else? The Two of Cups is there is saying, can it stand the test of time, all of this love? Can you generate enough of it to actually give it to now other people and make it look like magic? This reminds me of that old America song. You can do magic, sting. You can do anything that you desire. And that's what the Magician is saying, is that all you have to do is desire. And you're going to transform it and make it look like magic. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.